Ohai. Lagos, the seaport in the southwest of Nigeria. Having a population more than 13 million people and about 21 million in agglomeration, Lagos is the largest city of the country in Africa. Originally, Lagos was the small settlement of the tribe of Yoruba. During the European colonization and independence, it became the most important commercial center of Nigeria. Now the city occupies practically all territory of the state Lagos and consists of a large number of the areas connected and divided among themselves by highways. Lagos was the capital of Nigeria till December 12, 1991, then the capital was transferred to the city of Abuja. Lagos was founded by the tribe of Anavora of the people of Yoruba in the 13th century. He was called by them the later Echo, and this name still remained in Yoruba language. The Portuguese researcher Rui de Siqueira, who visited this area in 1472, called the area around the city of Lago de Caramo the Quiet Lake, according to Serenity of Coastal Waters. And according to one of versions, later the British colonialist Lord Lugard suggested to reduce the name to Lagos, that it was simpler to say. Lagos. In the original sounds means lakes in Portuguese, language of the first European travelers who visited the region when it was inhabited by tribes of Anavora and Eben. From the first contacts with the region before the beginning of the 20th century, it is interchangeable. Other Portuguese name of the city, Onan, then lowered in favor of Lagos, was used. Though Lagos is also translated as lakes, in the neighborhood of Lagos there are no lakes, it represents the island. There is an alternative explanation that Lagos was called by the name of Lagocha in Portugal, the sea city which at the time was the main center of the Portuguese expeditions to the south lengthways to the African coast, and whose own name comes from the Celtic word Lagabrida. According to E.M. Pospelov, Lagos means lagoons. On the place of the present city since ancient times there was a settlement of the tribe of Yoruba. In process of development of the territory by the European colonialists, the city became the center of a slave trade. In 1841 both King of Lagos Akintoye ascended to a throne in Lagos and forbade a slave trade. Slave traders organized a revolt and eliminated the king. Having built to a throne of his brother Kosoko, Akintoye returned from exile with British, who helped him to return on a throne in 1851 and to forbid a slave trade. Lagos was annexed as the British colony in 1861. In 1914 Lagos was proclaimed the capital of Protectorate. In 1960, the 1970th years, Lagos endured rapid growth, before the war in Biafra. Kings of Lagos. King Dabara. 1720-1730. Erulukuti. Female. King Oligan Cuter. King Adel. 1806-1813. 1834-1836. King Eshinlokan. 1836-1841. Oba Idu Ojulari. King Aluwol. King Akinto. Oba Kosoko. The city is located on islands and on the coast of Bight of Benin, a part of the Gulf of Guinea, of the Atlantic Ocean. Climate of Lagos: the expressed subequatorial. The long rainy season from March to July, then a small intermediate dry season in August, a short rainy season from September to October, and a dry season, during which rainfall nevertheless drops out, but is significantly more rare. From the second half of November on March is expressed. Lagos isn't a separate administrative unit and therefore has no actually city administration. The urban area of Big Lagos actually includes 16 of 20 territories of local government which enter the state Lagos. The state Lagos was formed on May 27, 1967 during reform of administrative division of Nigeria, which divided the country into 12 states. Before, the municipality of Lagos was operated by directly federal government, as a part of which there was a Ministry of Affairs of Lagos. Other 4 territories are included into the state Lagos, however don't belong to the mother country Lagos. The Municipal Council Lagos was disbanded in 1976, and management was given to certain territories. On the mainland outside Lagos, satellite towns and settlements, such as Mushin, are located. Iketsa, Ajij. In the early 70s, in the period of an oil boom, Lagos endured a population explosion when rapid economic growth was followed by enormous inflow of the population from rural areas. It caused the emergence of suburban settlements and towns which formed together with Lagos, so-called Big Lagos, today. And today the word Lagos most often belongs to the urban area called in Nigeria Mother Country Lagos, which includes also the islands relating to the former municipality of Lagos and suburbs on the continent. The government of the state Lagos is responsible for roads, transport, supply with electricity and water, healthcare and education. 88% of the population of the state Lagos live in the mother country Lagos. Is 2 statistical unit but not as administrative, including 16 areas. In the business center of Lagos, many high-rise buildings are built. In spite of the fact that Lagos isn't the capital anymore, it continues to play one of the major roles in country lives. In Lagos there is a Supreme Court of the state Lagos, which is located on the island Lagos. Transport. Street network of Lagos, one of the largest and loaded in the Western Africa. In the north of Lagos, large highways Lagos-Ibadan and Lagos-Abeokuta. In the east, Lagos-Badagry begin. Importance of Lagos as large commercial center and its strategically favorable location caused that it is a final point of 3 routes of Trans-African network of highways at once. Highway Lagos-Mombasa, Trans-Akosco Highway, Trans-West African Coastal Highway. The system of high-speed bus transport works in the city. The first part of a system was complete in February 2008. It is supposed that 8 routes connecting all parts of the city will act on her, and she will be capable to transport to 10,000 passengers an hour in each direction. Railway transport in the country isn't developed. From Lagos, one of 2 main railway tracks of the country, the line connecting Lagos to Bight have been in and about Anjura, in the state of Yobe, originates. For the beginning of 2013, only the site Lagos, Kano, is acting through the whole country. Kano, the second largest city in Nigeria. Now in the city, constructions for the system of easily rail transport are under construction. The idea of the project was voiced at the beginning of 2000 by Paul Tinubu's governor, and officially construction began in December 2003. As envisioned, the system will provide two lines, red and blue. For construction of the blue line from the Gulf to Okakamako, the city government allocated in 2008 70 million, with the assumption to complete the construction in 2011. However, construction began only in 2010, and now it is planned to be completed by 2022. Extent of the line will be 27.5 km, on her 13 stations will be located. The way from the beginning to the end will take about 35 minutes. All way will be carried out without crossings with other roads and without a possibility of accidental access for pedestrians and vehicles. Further construction of the second branch, red, from the Gulf to Igbado is supposed. Several regular ferry routes connect the island Lagos with the continent. On a lagoon and two channels, also private carriers are engaged in delivery of passengers. In Lagos, the main port of Nigeria, whose goods turnover makes nearly 6 million tons per year, is located. Management of port and transportations is assigned to Nigerian Ports Authority. The port is located in a continental part of the city near Apap. The area is 120 hectares. With growth of volume of carriages by water, which considerably amplified from the middle of the 19th century, there was a problem of convenient access to a lagoon Lagos. Continuous change of a bottom when the moving shallows on an entrance to a lagoon didn't allow to create reliable sailing directions, created difficulties for the arriving ships. Also, there was a continuous change of the coastline. English longshore drift. During natural movement of deposits along the coast. Development of a port zone began at the beginning of the 20th century, when in 1906 construction of protective piers and work on deepening of the water area began. After carrying out these works, it was decided to put in Apap port. The first moorings, about a half a kilometer long, appeared during construction, begun in 1921. In 1948, possibilities of port were expanded due to construction of new quays. In the same time, the territory of port was considerably expanded. The areas under warehouses, storages and switchyards appeared. During Civil War of 1967-1970, the ports of Nigeria were closed for international transport, and the port of Lagos remained the only working port. In post-war years, when to the country the stream of freights on recovery of the industry and new construction rushed, the port was overloaded. Old and efficient methods of transportation with use of a small volume container. Barrels, boxes, large bottles. Didn't allow to carry out fast goods turnover. To apply a large-size containers, transport infrastructure didn't allow. Roads and bridges of the country weren't adapted for such freights. All this demanded cardinal measures for reorganization of a complex of port constructions and ensuring communication of a port zone with the city and the country in general. They taken measures and also construction of new ports. Pinken, who is near Port Apapa of the island, Port Harcourt port in Calabar, allowed to unload Apapski moorings. Now the largest in the country, is also capable to contain the container terminal of Apapa port to 32,002. Terminal length -1 kilometer. Lagos services the international airport of Murtala Mohammed, one of the largest airports in Africa and the main international air passenger gate of Nigeria. The airport is located in the northern suburb Ikedza and has terminals for internal and international lines. The airport provides nearly 50% of all air transport of Nigeria, and the majority of the international air flights is made from here. The airport was constructed during World War II. In post-war years in Iked, the main base of West African Airways Corporation airline, based by the government of the British Western Africa, was placed. On transportations, the de Havilland Dove planes were within the country used, and Douglas C-47 Skytrain later. After independence, finding the company passed Nigeria and Nigeria Airways began to be called. The airport was expanded in the mid-70s and received a name of Murtala Muhammad. At the end of the 20th century, the airport was considered as unsafe owing to the increased criminality. After coming to power in the country in 1999 of Olusegun Obasanjo, the situation at the airport was normalized. Nigeria Airways stopped activity in 2003. Now flagman airline of Nigeria is Air Nigeria. Since the beginning of 2000 years, the passenger traffic through the airport increased more than twice. In 2011, he reached about 7 million people a year. The airport underwent modernization along with construction of the new terminal recently. Economy. In Lagos, about a half of the industry of Nigeria is concentrated. In Lagos there is a Nigerian stock exchange. The auction is begun in 1961, in 1977 received the present name. Culture. Lagos is known across all Africa as the center of musical culture. In the city there is stormy nightlife, and in it a number of local musical styles such as Sakara, Nigerian hip-hop, Idata, Fud and Afrobeat arose. Lagos is also the center of the Nigerian film industry, which is often called Nollywood, by analogy with Hollywood. The Idumota market on the island Lagos is the main distribution center of cinema products. Many films are shot in the Lagos region of Festac, where there took place the World Festival of Black Arts 1977. One of the most milestone events of cultural life is the annual Lagos Carnival. In Iganma there is a National Theatre of Arts and the main center of performing arts of Nigeria. In Lagos many world-famous musicians and singers, such as James Brown, 1970. Sean Paul, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Akon, Ja Rule, Ashanti, Asher, Shaggy, R. Kelly went on tour, especially during Star Mega Jam. Shakira, John Legend, Boyz II Men, T-Pain, Brian McKnight, Jay-Z, Mary Blige, Beyoncé, Brandy Norwood, Ciara, Carrie Hilson, Lauryn Hill and others. Paul McCartney recorded the fifth solo album, Band on the Run, in studio of EMI in Lagos in August-September, 1973. Education. University of Lagos. Pan-Africa University. Lagos State University. CTEP University. Sport. In the city the football club, Julius Berger, is based. At National Stadium in Lagos before construction of a new construction in Abuja the soccer national team of Nigeria acted. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.